You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Neal. I'm here in a full studio with everyone. How are you?
Full studio.
Full studio.
Pretty full in here. We just had lunch. So
Yeah,
I'm very
burritos.
full, actually.
We're all full. It's not too hot yet.
Full of guac.
Mm-hmm.
Full of guac, which is almost too spicy for me, but I just handled
There was
it.
no spice on that.
Wait, the guac was spicy?
I got a
There were
couple
chunks
peppers.
of
Or was
jalapeno.
I got a
Pe-
couple chunks of jalapeno.
I used that to cool off my
Yeah.
tongue after having the salsa.
There was a
Yes.
singular pepper on one.
I know
Which is
you.
why I'm trying to talk Neal out of doing our spicy
Oh,
sauce
I'm going to die
challenge.
if we ever do that.
Oh, we're doing it. I believe
going
the
to die.
sauces are in the mail.
They'll be here like tomorrow.
Oh,
I think.
no.
Yeah.
So
We're
the
gonna-
sauces are in the mail. So look forward to this, guys. We're going to do some hot sauce trivia. So
Yeah. Hot sauce
that's
trivia.
upcoming.
Hot sauce trivia. Definitely not copywritten by anything. That's what we're calling
Spicy
it.
Called
dudes.
Hot sauce trivia.
Hot sauce trivia.
One hot sauce trivia.
Yeah. And speaking of hot sauce, we have two hot guests with us today.
Okay, Neil.
So we're excited to have them
Bringing
here.
their special sauce to
All
the
right.
recording.
That's right.
Let's get weird. It's early.
Let's get weird. Let's get wild. Yeah. So first, let's introduce our guest player today. He's going to be on our team. He was on our team for SporkleCon in Detroit, which we appreciated. You know him, you love him. Chase Ansok, the Bone Doctor, coming to us from Michigan. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for calling me hot. I have been working out, so
We can
We
tell you
noticed.
got your guns out today.
I know you got the tank on today. So obviously you're a Patreon supporter, which we appreciate. But let us know what you've been up to, and for anyone who doesn't know you, what you do up in Michigan.
so still an orthopedic surgeon in Detroit. Enjoying the fact that our sports teams are continuing to do well, which is a whole new experience. The first few years we were here, it's mostly breaking records for futility, so it's a nice change of pace.
No, that's great, and we loved having you on our team for SporkleCon, which was a really fun time, getting a chance to have you tour us around the city. So we appreciate that. But today we're going to play as a team for Pub Triviality, and we had to include your name, the Bone Doctor, and then Matt, you said in honor of who stepping down soon?
Well, John Cena's having his retirement match. If you want to see it, it's just a mere $10,000 to get into the arena. Very affordable for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be the Bone Doctors of Thugonomics.
All right, the Bone Doctors of Thugonomics versus you, the listener. So please keep score at home along with us. But we need a host, and we're super excited to have our host here from San Jose, Oakland 5 supporter on Patreon, Edward Som. How are you, Edward?
Very good. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's so nice to have you here.
I'm an architect in San Jose. Been here now for 16 years. My daughter is the only person I know that is a bigger trivia and bigger NFL fan than I am. So if I do terribly today, it'll take me a while to earn her forgiveness. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I'm sure your daughter will be proud of you today. We know you brought a really fun game, so we're excited to have that. And maybe we'll have to reach out to you to be our official architect to design something for us.
No, we don't have an architect.
We don't
yet.
have an official
Do
Triviality
we need
architect.
one?
We might. You never know.
They could come in handy.
It's a long-term investment. Exactly.
But no, thank you for being here. You're going to be our host today. So yeah, as we said, it's
Triviality Tower.
Oh, yeah, we could do a Triviality Tower.
2050.
Yeah, could just kind of design our podcast studio and make we could build something from what's a really cheap material that we could build something
Balsa wood.
from? Balsa wood. There you go. But yeah, we can make it happen. But no, thanks.
Recycled chopsticks.
Particle board.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Edward, what is the cheapest thing we could build with that would actually not go down in Chicago weather?
In Chicago, I mean, honestly, probably something like an IFAS or a pre-insulated panel where you're just buying this panelized system and stacking it up together. It looks like a
Pre-insulated panel.
Exactly.
All right, we'll work on it together. But yeah, thank you for being here. Pub Triviality, we'll keep score over here. Let's get started, Edward. If you want to just throw it to you.
Sounds good. All right. As a less formal pub trivia style format, I'm calling today's game Welcome to My Mind. History, movies, television, 80s music, the NFL, architecture, tabletop role-playing games, Shakespeare, and science fiction. They're all rattling around up there somewhere.
It's a lot of stuff.
Sounds good.
Question 1, U.S. history. When I visited Gettysburg National Military Park at age 8, my two souvenirs were a mini ball bullet and the book, The Civil War, Strange and Fascinating Facts. The book, like the war, started and ended with many unusual coincidences. perhaps none more so than the life and homes of Virginia grocer Wilmer McLean. What was so fascinating about Wilmer McLean's choice of residences?
All right, Wilmer McLean. Have you heard this name before?
I imagine the man was filthy.
Why?
He's the inspiration for Mr. Clean.
Oh.
He had one earring.
He was bald.
He was bald and always wore white.
Birthed in fecal matter, but he cleaned himself off and became Mr. Clean. Is he related to Don McLean? Isn't that American Pie?
I think it's Don McLean.
Okay, either way.
Chase, any ideas?
Kidding. That's John McClane.
Yeah, I was thinking Die Hard there. I mean, best guess I've got is it's somehow both of his homes were at battle sites in the Civil War. So like he had a home in Gettysburg and a home in like Arlington or some other
Antietam or something.
Could he have had it in
Antietam,
this, like Chase said, the site where the war started, like the first battle and the last battle? Like he moved and he thought he got away from it?
There was something
I
like
like
that.
that.
Like it started on
Maybe
McLean Farm.
They're
or
both
something
destroyed.
Like that.
Both of his homes were destroyed in the
By
war.
the Civil War. He wanted to be neutral, and both his homes were destroyed.
God dang it.
I like the specificity of Neal's that his homes were where it started and ended. I think that's
I'm
think
going to
that's
give it to you.
right.
Yes, McLean's homes were essentially bookends to the Civil War. The first Battle of Bull Run was fought on his farm in 1861. Confederate General Beauregard used his house as a headquarters during the battle. In 1865, he decided he wanted to get away from all of that, so he moved to Clover Hill, Virginia, which shortly thereafter renamed itself Appomattox Courthouse. On April 9th, 1865, Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant in the parlor of McLean's new home.
Wow.
You can't get away from it.
No.
Some folks like to get away from it all. He seemed to keep moving into the middle of it instead.
And he thought one day, I'm just going to turn on PBS to get some relaxing TV. And what's on? Ken Burns' Civil War.
The
He's like, that's it.
PTSD.
I can't take it anymore. And he shaved his beard and shaved his hair.
And the earring.
And,
Don't forget the earring.
Put on a white T-shirt
And the earring.
Got his ear pierced.
and he disappeared and founded a cleaning company.
And he shakes his butt when he cleans,
Hey,
apparently.
started hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Mr. Clean's buff, for sure.
Definitely thirst traps.
All right, question 2. You like that? As a child of the northwest suburbs of Chicago, I was, for better or worse, a Bears fan from an early age. In the last half century, there have been at least 8 NFL players with substantial ties to my hometown of Barrington. Name the NFL quarterback who was born in Barrington, wore burgundy and gold for several years, before a stint in purple, and is currently in black and red. In that time,
bench.
he has made over $320 million and has won 1 playoff game.
When you say the last half century, you mean 1950, correct?
I wish. Basically, the most of the time I've been alive, sadly, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm curious, Matt. I think you and I both know this. Chase might even know this, but I wonder if Jeff, probably being a fan of this guy, knows it just from the phrase.
I knew it off You Like That.
Yeah, me too.
yeah, exactly. Me
You
too.
like that?
Let's see if, because we all know it, but it's someone I feel like you'd have an affection for. You ever heard that?
He
You
has
like
a-
that?
He has a familial name, is what I will say.
A familial name?
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
if that helps.
Big Daddy.
He's not.
Oh.
He's not Kirk
Kirk
brother.
Cousins, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly
I've met
right.
Kirk, yes.
For a long time, when I had him on my fantasy team, as an Arrested Development fan, the team was the Cousins, Dangeroo.
Love it. Yes. When my daughter first joined me on my fantasy football teams, he was our go-to. He was one of the players we had to draft every year just because she wanted him on our team.
Probably the best ever at just getting paid to not necessarily do too much.
And I heard the on the bench right now. So, well, Penix had a not great game, so he sat. Cousins
that's
came
right.
in for
He's
a little
back.
while. I had to rewrite the question a little because I initially said, and now he's on the bench in red and black. It's like, well, he got to play a little a week
Hey, by
or
the
two
time
ago.
you hear this, he'll be back on the bench.
Yeah,
I
well.
promise you that.
Back on the bench or wearing Bengals colors. We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
All right. Question 3, television. I spent countless afternoons watching cartoons, Jeopardy, and every Star Trek rerun that I could possibly find. While it was admittedly before my time, what president with an atypically short middle name delivered the first televised presidential address from the White House, asking Americans to cut back on their use of grain in order to help starving Europeans?
Well, Chase showing the guns. Obviously, you don't eat a lot of grain. You have the muscles pop in there. So, what are you thinking?
I mean, I'd probably lean towards Jeff confirming this, but is his name so short that it's only one letter? And then that would be.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, that would be Harry Truman then.
The S stands for S.
Correct. Harry S. Truman.
Homer J.
J.
And- What led me to that question was when you're looking for trivia, there are certain almost cliches you go to, and one I couldn't resist was on this day. That press conference, the day we are recording this, is the anniversary of that press conference.
Oh,
And as Chase always says, gains, not grains.
that's right. Gains, not
Is that,
grains.
would that be 80 years to the day?
I can't math.
I think it was 47 or 48.
46 or 47? Okay,
Yeah.
I was just curious. Because we'd be after the war. So.
Right.
If you were a Magic Mike presidential stripper
Mm-hmm.
and you were Harry S. Truman, what would your name be?
Harry Sex Truman.
Okay, that's a good choice. I was going to say you could be Harry Ass Truman.
Oh,
That's immediately where I went, unfortunately.
Harry
so
Ass Truman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and for me, I was like, oh, I don't want to be Truman. I'd rather be like President Bush.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. Well, Ken, who would be the greatest presidential stripper of all time if they went into stripping?
Harding.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Lincoln was very athletic.
What
Yeah.
about Johnson?
Oh yeah.
There's too many.
There's too many. There is too
Lyndon
many.
Big Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Gerald Ford. All right.
All right, we all have a pick.
fair enough. Question 4. Everybody's a critic. Upon its completion in 1972, this San Francisco building was the tallest skyscraper west of Chicago. It faced substantial criticism during planning and construction, in large part because of its basic shape. What is the name of this modernist, geometrically shaped skyscraper?
I don't know any San Francisco
This
buildings.
is it's in every
Yeah, it's in every shot because you can't get away from
well, it's
it.
in every shot. It's in every what's the word I'm looking for? Armageddon type movie because the missiles always hit it. And the Rock, I think it hits this one.
Well,
It's the triangle one.
Well, and Sonic the Hedgehog too.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog too. I don't know the name of it though. Chase, do you know the name of this
Triangle?
one?
I think it's
Triangle?
it's still the Transamerica building, unless it's changed names.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I'll give it to you. It's the Transamerica Pyramid, yes.
Nice. So it's considered like a pyramid kind of?
It has it slopes
It's a very
from a
narrow
wider
pyramid,
base
but yeah.
up narrower and then to a peak. Yeah, after Transamerica moved from a more mundane building and had that built, that became their iconic thing. There are more than a few, shall we say, phallic references that were made during the construction as when people wanted to criticize the building, what they claimed it looked like.
Is
Oh.
it,
That happened to Ted Mosby.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
is
anything,
that like
anything
Go ahead,
that's
Chase.
taller than it's wide is phallic.
What? Fair.
is that like the architects when you're in school? They're like you gotta curb that urge where you're just like phallic because you want to make it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think the Chicago Spire would have been like the most phallic.
Washington Monument.
I'm really
is
sad that
literally
it never
just
got made.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Question 5, the GOATs. From 2009 until 2020, Bay Area native Julian Edelman caught passes from fellow Bay Area native Tom Brady, the quarterback considered by many to be the GOAT. In 2005, Julian and his girlfriend attended his senior prom. What makes this noteworthy is that her father is considered by many to also be the GOAT. At the time of his retirement, GOAT Dad held 38 NFL records, including the all-time career records for receptions, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, total touchdowns, and yards from scrimmage. Whose daughter went to the high school prom with Julian Edelman?
We're thinking this dad was a 49er.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. It's got to be
Yeah.
probably the actual goat of receiving.
Mhm.
I would think.
Yep.
Yep,
Cook it in a minute, right?
yeah, I'd agree. I think it's got to be Jerry Rice.
It's got to be.
It is. You can find one of the pictures that Jerry's wife took of the two of them getting ready, and just these two teenagers and little Julian Edelman awkwardly trying to put the corsage on her wrist.
Yeah,
He never got any bigger than that either. So
I saw a great little stat the other day that so after the age of 40, Jerry Rice has the most receiving yards with like 2,500, and then Tom Brady has 6.
Is on the
and
list.
then
Yep.
everyone else on the planet has 0, and then Brett Favre has -2.
After 5, we are batting perfect. So the bone doctors of thugonomics are looking pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
Pretty good.
So desu ka.
So desu ka.
All right, question 6. Or is that 666? Linda Blair couldn't keep her pea soup and porridge down in this 1973 movie.
All right, Jeff, have you seen this movie?
No,
You've never seen it?
Really?
It's scary.
Really?
I have not seen a lot of like horror films,
Okay.
classic horror films.
I
You know what it is.
Oh yeah,
I thought this question was going to be about what the puke was made of, which is, I think that's a very popular
Mhm.
trivia fact that's made from the pea soup.
But we are, of course, talking about The Exorcist.
That's right.
Correct.
Still holds up. Like there's
it does-
it's one of
it
those
does hold
70s
up.
movies that's still worth a watch.
Oh, it holds up. Yeah. I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago. It's like, yep, still terrifying. Okay.
When I was in D.C. for a book thing, you can go to the steps in Georgetown from The Exorcist where like the dead body falls or whatever. And I was trying to take a picture of the exact angle, like the movie, and there's a woman like exercising, running up and down, and
She fell for you?
Actually, that would have been even better. No, she didn't fall. She was just like looking at me, and like every time I tried to take a picture, she'd like run right past me. She was so angry. I was interrupting her workout.
you
But
should have taken the photo and then posted on Instagram saying "The Exorcist."
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah,
that an E?
sure.
Is that an O? Is it both? Which is it? So,
oh, good call, Jeff. I didn't get that until now, but you're.
But you said yes, like you understood.
I
it,
did.
so
I was trying to. I was trying to
He's good
support
at
it.
improv.
He just yes ands me, even though he doesn't know what's going on.
I finally got it.
I do that so often, guys. I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
If you make a joke about a sports person, I'm like, yes.
Well, I'm the same way with
Just
movies.
nod and
so-
smile.
I agree.
Nod and smile.
Totally.
If I knew what you were talking about, I'm sure that's a good joke.
I mean, I wrote The Omen for that last one, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I've seen that. It's good.
I remember watching that, of all things, an extension cord run out to a tent in my backyard when I was a kid because ABC in Chicago was showing it. So my friend and I, in the middle of the night, are watching that. That was a bad idea. So we didn't stay in the tent the rest of the night. By the end, when a bat had gone by and kind of bounced off the tent, inside, two like 12-year-old kids screaming, running right inside the house.
We used to have it all. WGN Chicago showing The Exorcist on the TV.
Yep. All right, question 7, the proper substance. At least 2 actors have won a Pulitzer Prize as a playwright and were then subsequently nominated for a Best Supporting Actor Oscar. One was Jason Miller, who played Father Damien Karras in The Exorcist and Exorcist III. The other wrote 58 plays between 1964 and 2014 and was nominated for his 1983 role as a test pilot whose lack of a college degree made him ineligible to be an astronaut. Name this actor and playwright.
Yep. It came together at the end. We watched this one together.
Yep. The right stuff, right?
Yep. Any idea, guys? Anybody else want to
The Right
chime
Stuff.
In? Yeah, you
Yeah.
ever see that?
Did you ever see that movie about?
Donnie Wahlberg.
I was gonna say about 5 guys who come together to do like a really important thing, but
Yeah.
it's to play pop music to teen girls.
Do the New Kids Dance, possibly? Do you know Chase?
No, I mean, unless they're planning on going to space and playing Aerosmith and destroying an asteroid, I don't know the movie.
Steve Buscemi.
Go ahead, Neal.
Yeah, you agree?
Yep.
Yeah, we think this is Sam Shepard.
Correct. This was one question my daughter made me edit because I had it the other way around. I talked about Sam Shepard and then said the other person that won this played Father Damien Karras. Name the actor, but don't make any comments about Father Karras' mother, please.
Yes.
That's a tough question. Yeah, if it's the other way
that
around.
was-
But we thank you for doing it this way.
That was too much. Yeah, Jason Miller, amazingly, he won the Pulitzer for the play that championship season in 72.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
In 72, which then won the Tony in 73. So he won a Pulitzer barely a calendar year before he got the Oscar nomination for being in The Exorcist. So,
Well,
Jeez.
there's some weird stuff happening with the cast of The Right Stuff because Ed Harris plays Glenn. Scott Glenn plays Shepard, and Sam Shepard plays Yeager.
Like, who's on first?
supposedly Shepard, he had a very rough flight coming back from Mexico when he was a young man, and he swore he'd never fly again. But then when
and Chuck Yeager plays Fred the bartender.
Yes. And then when Shepard was offered the role of Yeager, he voluntarily went up in a 2-seat training plane with Chuck Yeager to get ready. If I had a
That's
fear of
'cause he's a
flying,
badass.
getting in a plane with Chuck Yeager would not be high on my list of things to do.
It might be pretty fun though. You never know.
Oh, yeah. All right. Question 8. If you shoot him, you'll just make him mad. Having touched on the NFL, movies, and television, why not have a question that combines all three? Before he was a Pro Bowl defensive lineman for the Detroit Lions, this actor spent a year as a professional wrestler. Some of his memorable roles include an NFL trainer turned villainous henchman, opposite the future dude, and Emmanuel Lewis's TV father. Who was this kind-hearted pawn in the game of life?
It's a lot of info. So opposite the dude, that's
Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
Jim Carrey, probably. No.
So he was a decent defensive end, but he was also a wrestler.
That's why I was thinking Brock Lesnar, but that's
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
trying to
the
think who would have been
Vikings, it
in
wasn't
Big
the Lions.
Lebowski that was a wrestler.
And he doesn't have like a heart of gold or whatever.
That is
he
true, too.
Yeah.
Chase?
So bad
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I don't think. I think it's a different movie than The Big Lebowski. Like he played
Okay,
opposite
so
Jeff
different one,
Bridges
just a-
in
just a
something
reference,
else.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's got to be a big burly dude if it's a lineman and a wrestler. But I can't come
trying
up
to
with any
think of-
names.
Wrestlers, actors, and football players. You
You have The Rock.
got Mongo McMichael, but he played for the Bears.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you got Roman Reigns, but he didn't really go pro.
Howie
Did you
Long- Howie
did you
Long.
say he was a henchman for the dude?
No, he was a NFL trainer turned villainous henchman. The dude played a washed-up NFL quarterback in this movie. And the person we're looking for was actually an NFL trainer that was the main henchman for the villain in the movie.
Jeff Bridges, NFL quarterback.
I don't know that.
He was not in Any Given Sunday or anything like that, right?
I was guessing later
Too
than
old.
Yeah.
It would have been like
For other football movies, like I remember the Titans.
the
Rudy.
replacements.
longest yard. Rudy.
Take a swat, Matt.
I mean, I'll just say it's probably wrong, but I would say Mongo.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a great question. So if we get it wrong, at least we'll learn something.
I could almost give it to you because his character in one movie was named Mongo, and he
Oh,
walked
it's
up
from
and
Blazing
punched
Saddles,
a
yeah.
horse
Yeah.
because he was the kind-hearted pawn in the game of life. That was Alex Karras.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Blazing Saddles, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was one of the lines, that was where the hint in the question, too. Someone describing Mongo as that, well, if you shoot him, you'll just make him mad.
That's right. Yeah.
That's crazy that Mongo is technically kind of close to a right answer.
Yeah, no, exactly. I was like, they said Mongo. We've all seen you guys kind of, you work through something, you go in the wrong direction, and then you swing back and get it. I'm like, is that word going to be enough to get them there? It might be. We'll see what happens.
Excuse me
Not
while
today.
I whip this out.
Yeah.
Just got to change the score here. Hold on.
And the Jeff Bridges movie, it was, if you're familiar with the Phil Collins song, the movie Against All Odds was where Jeff Bridges goes looking for James Woods' girlfriend, but she ran away for a reason. Alex Karras, a former coach of Jeff Bridges, ends up trying to kill him. All right, question 9. We'll do it live. One of my greatest trivia weaknesses is 21st century music. So let's skew older than that. In 1985, Live Aid featured simultaneous performances at London's Wembley Stadium and JFK Stadium in Philadelphia. An Irish singer-songwriter was one of the two organizers of the event. Name this knight of the British Empire who once went by the name Pink.
Bono?
Yeah, I think it's Bono.
Could it be?
It's the only famous Irish singer from the '80s that comes to mind.
Yeah, I know there was the one guy who ran it. I feel like he had like gray curly hair, but I could be thinking of Brian May from Queen too. I don't know.
That's probably what you're thinking.
I probably am. Yeah.
Well, I don't think any of the four main people in Pink Floyd are Irish. I was pretty sure they're all British.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Right. Right. So yeah, maybe you're right. Pink, 4 letters. Bono, 4 letters. That makes sense.
Let's go with Bono.
You picked up on the Pink reference. Suffice to say, this person played Pink in the movie version of The Wall.
Ooh.
This is Sir Bob Geldof.
Oh, Bob Geldof. That's what I was thinking of. Does he have like curly
Yes,
gray hair?
very
Looks like
much
an old
so.
Jesus.
Yeah,
All right.
and kind
That's
of
all I
like
had.
Brian May, as it got darker, it seemed to get curlier. So now he's got this shock of whitish curly hair. So,
well, I don't feel so bad. Those are two like great questions in a row, and we were almost perfect, but that's okay. That's okay.
There was a steep curve at the end there.
We're bringing the heat now. Yeah.
There were
warmed up.
several that friends and playtesters were just like, it'd be mean just to leave that question in. So by the end, I realized they had 20 outtakes that I was like, don't ask that. Don't ask that. Too many movie questions. Don't ask that. Too many music questions.
Never too many movie questions.
Yeah, never too many.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, question 10. Staying with Live Aid, what artist performed at both venues that day? Doing so required a helicopter ride to Heathrow, a trip on the Concorde, and another helicopter to Philadelphia. Perhaps he'd been waiting for that moment for all his life.
Yes.
I thought this was where the previous question was going, and I was ready to jump and answer that right away.
What do you got?
That's Phil Collins.
Correct?
Yep.
Correct.
I'm good with that.
He was traveling in the air tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. After 10 questions, Edward brought the heat there at the end, but we managed to recover. We have 8 out of 10. So hopefully you were besting us at home, but 8 out of 10, not bad, 80%.
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on to the next round, really quickly want to remind everybody about our Patreon. So for the last year or two, we've been ramping up all the extra episodes on the Patreon, asking you guys to join, and a lot of you guys have, and we greatly appreciate it. But the fact of the matter is that Patreon is our main source of income for this show. It's been kind of stable for the last couple of years, right, boys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We obviously we have Airwave Media, which you hear the ads in the main feed episodes, but that doesn't really move the needle too much for us. It helps us a little bit, but Patreon is the lifeblood. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we could get those numbers up, we'd be in a lot better shape. We appreciate so much our Patreons who have joined in the past and are currently members. But yeah, if you have been listening for a while, and you'd be so inclined, please do check out patreon.com/Triviality Podcast. Help us get out of this rut a little bit.
Agreed. And one of the things that is wonderful about the format of the Patreon, unlike some subscription or support websites and podcasts, Patreon, then there is a separate feed you can actually add to your podcast player. So you don't have to go somewhere in a browser. So I have both icons right next to each other in my podcast app. I don't have to navigate to go and find it. It's easily findable, which is huge.
Yep. Great insight. We appreciate that. So again, check out patreon.com/Triviality Podcast. We'll be right back after this message.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Incoming transmission. Hello, this is Matt and McKinley from History Dispatches.
We are the father-son duo bringing you the weird, the wild, the wacky, and the craziest tales from across time.
From the Ice Bowl
to the Great Heathen Army.
And the head of Oliver Cromwell.
The same head they kept on a pike for 3 years?
Yep, all here on History Dispatches.
New episodes every weekday.
Find out more at historydispatches.com or wherever you get your podcast app.
And we are back with another round. Go ahead, take it away.
All right, question 11, geography. Lake Michigan is the largest natural freshwater lake contained entirely within the contiguous 48 states. The second largest such lake is bordered by 5 counties in a state that I called home for over a decade. 4 of the 5 counties that border it are Glades, Martin, Palm Beach, and Hendry counties. What is the 5th county, which is also the lake's name?
Ooh, Jeff knows.
feels pretty good about it.
Jeff loves lakes.
I love large freshwater lakes.
I love lakes.
Do you know this one, Chase?
So you mentioned Palm Beach, so it's got to be in Florida, and the only thing that would border that, my guess would have been Broward, but
I think it's Lake Okeechobee.
oh, it's
I
a
think
county.
there is a Okeechobee County.
Yep.
So
Correct.
I like that.
Okeechobee?
Okeechobee.
it's that little hole in the middle of Florida.
A little hole of South Florida, like it's someone took the hole punch to try and attach Florida so it didn't float off.
If only.
Let it float off.
Yeah.
Well,
Got to play the
I
whole
spent
total.
11 years there, which was about 10 and a half years longer than I had intended to. So
Could have been a
It's-
Florida
it's-
man.
Yeah, it's very funny that you were in Florida and now you're in San Jose, because I grew up in San Jose and I also lived in Florida for a while.
yeah, I was actually
Now
in,
you're in the Midwest, which he emigrated from.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And Edward, do you need a shoulder surgery of any kind?
Thankfully, no. All right. Although the wrist surgery probably in the sooner rather than later. So
Can you handle that, Chase? Can you do that or no?
Probably, it's just
Okay, that's all right.
And
he
I-
could do it, but not. I could probably figure my way through
I'm
it.
That's
guessing
like-
it's not his specialty.
That's like
Yeah,
asking an
just-
orthopedic
He's a
surgeon.
shoulder man. He's a shoulder man.
Can you help me
It's,
move?
uh,
It's like I could do it.
yeah,
Yeah,
you can
that-
do anything with a YouTube video.
one of the
I'm a
first
shoulder man. I can handle your ball joints.
Facet joints, no problem.
one of the first summer internships in architecture school that I had. Actually, the firm did a lot of work at one of the local medical schools. So rearranging actually the orthopedic surgery office suite was one of the first things I did during that first summer internship. So
It's like a trivia meet cute here today.
Yeah, right?
It's going really well, actually.
all right, question 12, drive time. As a kid, my bedroom walls were covered with posters from my annual pilgrimage to the Chicago Auto Show at McCormick Place. In October 1919, a young race car driver entered his first race. He finished fourth, slow enough that a prancing horse might have beaten him up that hill in Parma. Name this driver turned entrepreneur.
Oh,
Did you say 1919?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I didn't start watching till 1920, so this is
Is
tough
it?
for me.
Yeah.
It's got to be. It can't
Is
be.
it Ferrari?
You said Parma,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Italy,
but-
right? So it's either Ferrari or Mr. Lamborghini.
Jeff seems pretty confident, so I would lean
Yes.
Ferrari.
Smiling smugly at us while we say names.
So it's not Bill Oldsmobile or
Johnny Hyundai.
Well, Oldsmobile was a race car driver. He was just a race car driver.
His
I
last
think, like,
name was Mobile.
Olds.
Is it Billy Buick?
And Chevrolet, Louis Chevrolet was a race car driver as
Harry
well.
Hyundai?
Way back in the day. But I'm pretty sure that you guys are right that it's Enzo Ferrari.
Correct. Now, if it had been a tractor going up that hill, because obviously
Then
a
it
lot,
would have been Ferruccio Lamborghini.
exactly.
John Deere.
But-
Oh.
I always forget the lore. So the Ferrari was around, and then Lamborghini wanted to try to beat Ferrari, or was
No.
Ferrari trying to beat Lamborghini?
No, I believe what happened was Lamborghini was very successful in his tractor sales business.
Okay.
And so he bought a Ferrari, I thought as a gift to his wife. And then she kept
She said,
complaining.
it's not fast
No,
enough."
she kept complaining that it was not reliable.
Oh.
And the gearbox
It's not
kept
like
breaking.
the tractors.
And so he took
I
an
want
idea.
doors that open vertically.
He took an idea.
They're from Long Island, Italy.
He took an idea to Ferrari, being like, "I know how to fix your gearbox," and he was like, "Get out of here, farm boy." And so
Oh.
Lamborghini was like, "Fine, I'll show you."
That's great. That's a good story.
Did he?
Well,
Did he show him?
he's got a successful
I mean,
brand
if you,
all
if
his
you
own.
had the
so-
choice, which one are you taking?
I know which one would be more reliable.
Okay. All right.
Let's just leave it
Oh.
at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Just in case we ever get a Ferrari
As a man
sponsorship.
who could afford both, I
yeah, subscribe to
I
Patreon
need a
so Jeff can get his
reliable-
Ferrari.
I can't
exactly.
afford I can't afford stuff that Ferrari lists on their website, like their like coasters and stuff.
Can you afford a Ferrari wheel cover?
Maybe.
Maybe we'll all get Ferrari leather gloves
We
where
need
we
to finance
podcast
them.
to move the microphone back and forth. Okay.
All right, question 13. Smile, it's career day. In a 1986 film based on an off-Broadway musical, Steve Martin's character was told by his parents that, quote, your temperament's wrong for the priesthood, and teaching would suit you still less. What career path did they recommend for young Oren Scrivello? For 5 bonus points and the eternal respect of my teenaged Broadway musical-obsessed daughter, give me the exact 8-word, 2-sentence recommendation.
What is this from?
I mean, I know his profession.
Yeah, this is from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a bad boy.
Bad boy, yep.
He wears like a leather coat. And he works in...
He's a dentist?
He is a
dentistry.
dentist.
He is a dentist.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what the recommendation
Yeah, what's the
was.
recommendation? You said it was 8 words?
8 words.
I don't really care for doo-wop, so I'm kind of out on this musical.
I love this one. This is one of the few that I've seen.
It's always fun seeing people get eaten by a plant.
I think I just like Rick Moranis. I think that's really what
Well, yeah,
it
he's
is.
always great. Yeah, and he's back. Dentists. I can't. It's probably something to do like a molar. I can't remember. I know what the reference is. Do you know, Chase?
Molar. I barely know her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, unless it's some riff from Feed Me Seymour, I'm out.
Yeah. We'll go with dentist for the official points.
Correct. And the 8-word 2-sentence recommendation, it needed to pick up on the rhyme of teaching would suit you still less. So the response was, son, be a dentist. You'll be a success.
Okay.
And at one point, the next question, before I realized they had 45 questions and needed to get it down to 25, was what other Little Shop of Horrors character has come out of retirement in order to film a sequel to a movie he made years ago? And obviously the Rick Moranis reference was there with him back for Spaceballs 2.
Welcome back to the fold to Rick Moranis and Daniel Day-Lewis.
Respect Moranis a lot for stepping away for family life.
Yeah, what was it, 97? He stepped away. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. He did Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, right? And then he was out of here because he blew up that kid.
What if there was a
big incident?
It's a mistake.
What about a Strange Brew sequel, but it's Moranis and Day-Lewis?
I like it.
Together.
What is this brew?
It's very strange.
Day-Lewis is
an
enough of a
IPA?
method actor. He could pull it off. So.
Oh, he would. Yeah, he'd become Canadian for sure.
All right. Question 14. Neal and the Frackin' Dun-Dun. There have been no fewer than 7 Law & Order series in the U.S. But did you know there have been 3 European Law & Order series? On Law & Order UK, which aired on ITV from 2009 until 2015, this actor played Detective Sergeant Matt Devlin. It was a major change from his previous role as a hotshot pilot on a wildly successful reimagining of a classic television series, where his title varied in order from captain to lieutenant to captain to major to commanding officer to delegate to acting president and finally vice president. Name the actor.
Well, I've never seen Law and Order OSU, only stabbing unit.
There's a lot of Law and Orders, that's for sure.
That's the UK one, only stabbings.
Only stabbings.
I mean, so do you guys? What are your thoughts on what the other show might be? I had a thought of Battlestar Galactica, or am I way off base there?
I think you're
thought
close.
I heard him say fracking in the,
Oh,
the category,
okay.
so I think you're right.
Okay, so I think I know who it is then.
Is it the Apollo actor? Edward
maybe.
James Olmos?
Yeah, that's the main guy. Is
yeah.
Edward James Olmos.
But I don't know.
Would he have been president and then vice president? Did he get demoted? How does that work?
On Battlestar?
Well, he was acting president and then vice president.
Then back to vice president.
Yeah, or it could have been the guy that's more British is the guy that played Gaius Baltar, but I have no idea what the actor's name
That guy
is.
is British, yeah.
Gaius Baltar.
And he definitely was acting president. So actually, that's the guy. That is the guy.
Yeah.
I just don't know the actor's name.
Yeah, I don't either.
And he's from what? Battlestar? Okay. Anything else
So
you know
we'll
what he's
say
in?
that guy.
You
The
did
British
pick
guy
up
from Battlestar.
You did pick up on the Frackin' reference, and you mentioned the call sign of the
Apollo.
character.
Yeah.
It was
I don't know his name either.
Jamie Bammer is the one that played Apollo, and he was the one that had that story arc.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, he was on British Jag, probably.
Yeah. He was in Titanic 666, if anyone wants to check it out.
Is that a horror Titanic?
I think it is, yeah.
I cannot wait to watch
Maybe
Titanic
maybe
666.
I'm just going to create my own version of the movie, but I'm assuming that the Titanic, before it hits the iceberg, gets under the spell of a demon or something.
They play the violins as it goes down.
Yeah.
I think it's the one where Jack realized that the piece of wood was definitely large enough for them to both float on it.
So he dragged her to hell?
Exactly.
Okay. Good movie.
All right.
Would recommend.
Question 15. But why isn't it orange? The International Red Cross was founded in 1863. Since then, World Red Cross Red Crescent Day has been celebrated on May 8th, the birthday of Henry Dunant, the Swiss businessman who inspired its founding. In 2015, this nation celebrated with a royal ceremony attended by King Willem Alexander. The celebration featured a live performance of a new song, Carry Me, now also known as the Red Cross song, as a tribute to all volunteer aid workers. In what nation was this ceremony held?
I have an idea.
I have some thoughts.
Yeah, I think Chase is nodding over there.
Mm-hmm. You could
It's one of the
celebrate
things
with
I don't
some
like.
with some stroop waffles. And
Yeah.
There's stroopwafel.
Wouldn't be an episode without a Dutch question. Right?
That's right. Well, I believe their soccer team wears orange.
They're the orange, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. When I think of a country and a color, after red, white, and blue for the U.S., it's orange for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So
Well, these
Yeah.
colors don't run. I don't know
Stop
if
me
orange
with
runs.
your needle.
I had mentioned to my daughter that I needed to put something to get a Dutch boy soundbite into the episode, and also a nod, obviously, to Willem, who has been on more than once, so King Willem Alexander. It is the Netherlands. I will admit this is also a shameless plug, as the song Carry Me was written and performed by my younger sister, musician Jennifer Lynn. She wrote the melody on our grandmother's piano, played it for our mother shortly before her death, and my sister, together with our older brother, wrote the lyrics to the song.
Oh, wow.
That's
quite
awesome.
an accomplishment.
Yeah.
that's really cool.
And then in this past December, my brother and I were in Berlin to watch her win the finale of the 2024 Voice of Germany.
That's
That's super
crazy.
cool.
Wow,
So-
that's awesome.
They have the voice in Germany?
It's actually started. The first version of The Voice started in Holland, in the Netherlands. The Voice of Holland was the first iteration, and then it expanded out
Learning
from
a lot
there.
today.
I'm sorry, that is a no for me, dog. That's American Idol.
We
but
need,
it fit.
yeah, you're close. We need more Dutch boy because
True.
new
In Germany, it's called Das Voice.
Das Boy, yeah.
new listeners don't know Dutch boy because we have the question to get in. What is it to get into?
To get in the crop. That's true. A lot of people don't
it
know
says,
it.
it asks a question about Dutch boy. People are like, I haven't gotten to that episode yet.
Oh,
Like,
no.
you're
Then at least I know they're human. That's the CAPTCHA test.
like you got to start episode 1 and work your way out because he's Dutch boy's all over 1 through 100.
What was the German one you just said?
I don't know if Dutch Boy came up in the first year, but he's
Yeah,
definitely an early creation.
Yeah.
You said Das. What was the boy?
Das
German?
Voice.
Yeah, Das Voice. That's a more chill Dutch boy. I like that. We are going to sing here. We're not going to do what we want. You know, just for a little simpler.
Okay.
I don't have to go high pitched.
Yeah, let's work on
Or
that.
someone doesn't have to go high pitched.
The boy.
The boy. After 5 in the first half of the second there, we got 4 out of 5, which is very respectable. And we moved our score from 8 out of 10 to 12 out of 15.
All right, question 16 of 25. Perhaps not so irrational a fear. If the dude, Saruman, and Prometheus all suffered from a very specific type of ornithophobia, what would the 3 of them hate/fear? For 10 bonus points, what are the exact words the dude would use to describe this hatred?
I think I know what this is.
I like it.
Take it, yeah.
I think it's the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
And
Hate the Eagles.
yeah, I can't stand the Eagles.
Yeah, Sauron does get thwarted a little bit by Eagles. So.
It does kind of blow my mind because I'm not like a huge Eagles fan, really. I hear the music, I'm not really into it, but just knowing that album and their album is like the best selling of all time, it just blows my mind. And it's a greatest hits album too, I think. Anyway.
Which in and
I
of
think about that all
itself
the
is a
time.
cheat. For a greatest hits album to be your most successful one, it's like, well, shouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Because that's the one everybody's going to buy on, if you're old enough, Columbia House or younger. I mean, that's the
I
first one
remember
people are going to
Columbia
go
House.
to.
It's
So
1 penny.
I remember as a kid, we had the Scholastic Book Club, and I was like, when I get to be an adult, I'm going to go on Columbia House and buy CDs instead of books, but I never did.
Yeah, couldn't.
Yeah.
And now they're gone forever.
Yeah, 5 CDs for $1.
Yeah, that's why they're gone. Neil never bought them.
well, their marketing wasn't real great. At one point, my brother I think he actually signed me up for Columbia House, and he wanted the David Bowie 3-disc box set, technically 4-disc, Sound and Vision. So he listed it 3 times. In the 4 that they sent him 3 copies of it.
Yes.
So he kept one, I kept one, and he sold one. So he made back his $1 and then some on that. So, oops.
Capitalism.
Entrepreneurship.
One
Ah,
one
yes.
little hack that they don't want you to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the name of the episode?
Question 17. The cheese has holes in it. In my basement are at least a dozen bankers' boxes full of AD&D books, magazines, and miniatures, much to my wife's chagrin. Dungeons & Dragons was first published by TSR in 1973. Until it was sold to Wizards of the Coast in 1997, TSR's headquarters was in this small Midwestern town, which also included waterfront homes for the likes of the Wrigleys, the Schwinns, and Hugh Hefner's first Playboy resort. Name the town and state.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
You do?
Have you been there? You made your trek?
It's very nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cosmically.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's only just one state over, right?
Do you know it?
Yeah, what is it?
I assume it's where we get the Gen and Gen Con.
Geneva.
Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Oh.
Hence the
Correct.
cheese holes, Swiss. Got it.
And at one point, there was a train line that basically almost ran directly from Chicago to Lake Geneva, because that's where folks like the Wrigleys, et cetera, especially after the Chicago fire, it's like, we're just going to go this way for a while. So that's how the population around the lake grew substantially there.
Chew your gum, ride your bike, go to the Playboy Mansion.
That's right.
One of the playtesters on Discord, her response was, "Oh, I can get this. I know the guys can get this. They better get this," was her response to that question. So,
well, I'm glad we got it.
This one, she questioned whether or not I should include this one, but she said, well, if you included the other one, you got to include this one to test them. Question 18, Gods and Monsters. In 1980, TSR published Deities and Demigods, which provided advanced Dungeons & Dragons stats for monsters and deities from 17 pantheons. What makes the first printing so rare is that TSR didn't ask permission to include two of these pantheons, the licensing for which both belonged to rival Chaosium at the time. The second printing removed both pantheons. For 5 points each, name the two mythoi removed. One included an albino prince, his black sentient sword, and his patron deity. The other included primordial ones, Hastur the Unspeakable, and Shoggoth. And I've got a hint if you'd like it.
So
yeah, the second one is like the Cthulhu mythology.
Love,
yeah, H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, it's definitely in the mythos of Cthulhu.
The first one sounds like Moon Knight.
What'd you say? A pale...
An albino prince, his black sentient sword, and his patron deity.
That sounds like Moon Knight. I don't know if it is, but that's what it sounds like.
No.
But it wouldn't.
Was he albino, though?
It doesn't sound fantasy enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
It was the creation of the author Michael Moorcock.
Okay.
My favorite porn star.
Insert
Also
comment
went
here.
to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
We all just went, yep.
Well, I had like 5 different directions.
I know
You won't last 4 seconds listening to this podcast.
We had so many ideas that none of us knew which one was going to jump in.
We got a little like less cock, I think is what.
Yeah.
What do I do with that? Do I bleep it? Do I not bleep it? I think I'm leaving it all in. Sorry, kids. So what do we think? That doesn't sound familiar to me. That name.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that has a sentient sword.
Well, I can think
the
of
White
something.
Power Ranger, his sword had a lion's head that would talk to him. That doesn't help, but
No, that came out later, right?
We got to tap out on part 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cthulhu was one. The other, the albino prince, was Elric of Melnibone. It was the Melnibone mythos.
Okay.
Melnibone. Okay.
Yeah.
So no points on that one.
No.
Well, no, 5 each, so you get 5 for the Cthulhu. Yeah.
We'll take 5.
Chaosium offered to let them use both if they included a thank you very prominently in the preface.
And they said
TSR did for the second half of the first printing. They did, and then eventually they're like, maybe including a prominent reference to our competitors, a bad plan. So then from the second printing on, they're not in there.
They're too proud.
Exactly. Yeah. I have the copy my brother bought when I was 6 is one of the first edition first printing, so it has all of it with none of the disclaimers or special thank yous in it. All right, question 19. Quite the experience. Musician and songwriter Graham Nash has often told the story about a former 101st Airborne paratrooper he befriended. The left-handed soldier had enlisted in the Army to avoid a prison sentence for car theft, but was discharged after 13 months due to disciplinary issues and an ankle injury. According to Nash, the young man, who died from an overdose and asphyxia at age 27, was all but unbeatable at risk, especially when he was high on LSD. Name this former 101st Airborne paratrooper.
Every part of
much
this.
better at risk.
Every part of this I knew.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
You're a paratrooper enthusiast?
Oh, I love Graham Nash solo work and with Crosby, Stills, Nash and Crosby, Stills, Nash Young.
You love LSD.
I do like a little LSD.
Driving down Lakeshore?
Yeah. And I also like guitarists who played the guitar upside down at Woodstock specifically.
Jimi Hendrix.
I think this is Jimi Hendrix.
Ooh.
I tried to include an upside-down guitar reference, but it was either going to be that or Seattle reference. I'm like, okay, that's just giving too much.
It needs more clues.
Have you ever kissed the sky?
Or kiss this guy?
Every day, man.
Either or. We don't know.
I kiss the sky every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because the sky is all of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question 20 of 25. In the conservatory with the cowbell. In 1974, Lincoln Center hosted a production of Macbeth, wherein the future Commander Krug played Banquo to the future Max Schreck's Macbeth. Name these two actors who share a first name.
So,
I mean, the cowbell thing has to be the Christopher Walken reference, right?
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, you said
Oh, and he played.
And
Commander
then
Krug.
maybe Christopher Guest. Maybe it's going to be another Christopher, right? So Christopher Guest or Christopher.
There are many great Christophers.
Commander
Guest,
Krug.
Lee.
Wasn't that Highlander? What was that? What was
where's
the villain of
Commander Krug?
Highlander?
Oh, what was Krug in Highlander?
I don't know what Highlander is.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting confused. Who's Commander Krug? Chris?
Was Krug the one in Dune?
No.
There can be only one Matt.
I do know that.
Well, and then the other reference has to be an actor who was in Clue, is in the kitchen with the cowbell.
Oh, true.
Oh, so yeah, we're looking at Tim Curry, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh,
there you go. So Christopher Lloyd. So Christopher Walken and Christopher Lloyd.
He got there. I was gonna say, the in the conservatory with the cowbell. It's like, are they gonna work around it? Are they gonna work? Oh, they got there. Yes, it was Christopher Lloyd and Christopher Walken.
So what's that character?
Commander Krug was his character in Star Trek 3.
Oh, okay.
Where
Star Trek.
The consistent joking refrain is Christopher Lloyd has managed to lose time machines twice in movies. So he really can't be trusted with one, clearly, because between the Bird of Prey and the DeLorean, he seems to get something and then lose it.
At the end of the 20 questions here, we picked up 4.5 more points out of 5. So we're going to be at 16.5 out of 20. Which is
a nice half point.
Little half point there for that one question.
Before we get the final 5, once again, just want to ask you guys to join us on Patreon if you have not yet. For as little as $5 a month, which is but a cup of coffee at the conglomerate, you could help us out immensely and get hundreds of hours. Hundreds? At least 100.
At least 100.
At least 100 hours.
Some number of 100 hours.
Plus, we'll say.
100 plus hours of bonus content for yourself. That's a lot of bonus content.
And you know what we don't do? We don't ever take it away.
No.
Like the streaming
It just
services.
keeps-
You're like halfway through something and all of a sudden it's gone.
Yep.
It just keeps.
It's
getting
out there
greater.
forever.
Yeah, no moratorium like Disney.
Exactly.
Or at least
Nothing's in the vault. Yep.
the vaults, yeah.
If you're feeling especially generous, you can join us at a higher level and get some physical goods like a poster, maybe a loot crate from us. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. We'll be right back after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by Disney. This Thanksgiving, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde are back on the big screen. So grab your family and friends as Disney invites you to return to Zootopia for the phenomenal movie event of the holiday season. See all your favorite Zootopia characters plus new favorites in the most pawsome movie of the year. Don't miss Disney Zootopia 2 when it hits theaters everywhere November 26th. Get your tickets now.
And we are back and ready to finish this game out.
All right, question 21, military history. John C. Woods was court-martialed from the U.S. Navy in 1930 for mental illness. He was subsequently drafted into the U.S. Army, where he is credited with the deaths of between 60 and 70 people from 1943 until his own death by electrocution in 1950. What makes this unusual is that he never saw combat. 10 of the estimated dead were all killed on October 16th, 1946. There was supposed to be an 11th that day, but one ended his own life before Woods could do it for him. What was Master Sergeant Woods' assignment during World War II?
What in the world?
Some kind of murdering guy, right?
I bet you maybe not.
Was he like a judge at the trials of Nuremberg or something?
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
That's a good guess.
That's a great answer.
Because he would have been a military judge, kind of, right? Drafted, yeah.
And the 11th person was probably going to be sentenced to death, so he took...
Yeah. That's a great call.
Or if he was like in the firing squad, maybe the other.
I thought that, but that would be multiple. Like, it wouldn't just be him. Like, if we're singling out one person.
Well, the thing about the firing squad is everyone has blanks except one person, so you don't know who killed them. So you don't know if you could not be the one.
Didn't they hang at Nuremberg, though, too?
I don't remember.
They wouldn't give the same guy the gun every time.
Yeah, they could have been the hangman.
Well, they gave multiple people guns. They just didn't know which one had the bullet.
But like, if he did multiple people, they wouldn't. It's like, I got the gun again. Like, that's not how.
So we're gonna say what, the judge or the executioner?
His name is Judge.
Or the jury.
I think he is the law. He's judge.
The judge.
Master Sergeant John C. Woods was the U.S. Army's most prolific hangman during World War II. He tied the rope, set up the gallows, etc. For those, he carried out the Nuremberg executions of 10 former top leaders of the Third Reich on October 16th, 1946. Hermann Goering beat him to the punch by taking a cyanide capsule he had managed to smuggle into his cell. The one kind of sobering aspect, that 60 to 70 number, depending upon who you asked, as many as half were actually U.S. servicemen that he was in charge of hanging for crimes that they committed while in service.
Wow.
Interesting facts.
And he was electrocuted?
He was electrocuted. Supposedly it was an accident. There are those that say it wasn't necessarily because he had hanged.
Jeff keeps saying that.
Yeah, because he had hanged so many Nazis. Did somebody find a way to get him, quote, accidentally electrocuted?
Okay.
That's why every time, Jeff, when we're in the studio, you plug things in, you look at us, stare us in the eye, and say, hopefully there won't be an accident. And then you plug it in.
That's terrifying.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no points there for us.
We're like 90% of the way there. But.
Yeah, we're so close. Exactly. I mean, so close. He was infamous for supposedly being a not terribly good hangman. Folks didn't die overly quickly on a lot of it. Sometimes they were hanging for 10, 15 minutes. He'd get the length wrong.
Jeez.
Yeah, or the hole in the platform wasn't big enough, and sometimes they'd bounce off on the way down.
Don't you kind of have a formula after one?
You would think.
It helps hard to find these days.
He didn't have he was missing a letter.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Smile and nod.
Smile and nod. That's what we do here.
All right. Question 22. State flags. Well, not really. As part of the 2024 California Thespian Festival, a seminar for California theater students, attendees could purchase a sweatshirt on which was printed a modified version of the California state flag. The two words on the flag were replaced with what is arguably the Bard's most famous stage direction. 5 words that directly reference the image at the center of the 31st state's flag.
That's really good. I love it.
What are those 5
really
words? And I couldn't resist.
Chase's name is in it, right? Or is it not Chase?
Oh, it's a pursuit.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Yeah, exit pursued by a bear, right?
Yes. Antogenous, I believe, is the one who exits pursued by a bear.
Correct. I admittedly tried to include a bathroom decor reference, but I figured that might be
it's
a
on there.
little too obscure for some folks.
Although it's not
It's not in
currently
the
bathroom
bathroom,
decor
yeah.
in
It's
the
right
new
in
studio.
front of the bathroom. Yeah, there's not enough room in the bathroom.
Which is
but-
a shame because now I don't know what to look at when I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Should probably look where you're aiming.
When my daughter
Not
came
your home.
home from that festival with that shirt, I started laughing. And she's like, what? And then I had to explain the bathroom decor, etc. I'm like, I'm going to file this away for future reference. This will be useful someday.
Maybe I'll try and stick it in the bathroom if we can fit it in there. I'll get a smaller one, a P one. It's a little smaller. You can look at, Jeff.
A booklet,
I'd really appreciate that.
a flyer.
A pamphlet.
Yeah.
All right. Question 23, the Midwest. In 1904, the first modern Olympics in North America and the third World Exposition in North America took place in the same U.S. city. Both were hosted in part on the grounds of my alma mater, with Francis Fieldhouse as the primary indoor Olympic venue. 88 years later, I was in the audience there for the first debate between Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, and Ross Perot. Name this institution, the charter for which was passed on February 22nd, 1853, the 121st birthday of the university's namesake. I'll need the full name, which differentiates it from a few other universities with similar names.
So it was obvious to me that Edward was a very intelligent person. And now apparently he was also exceptionally well educated.
Yeah.
Because this was a school I couldn't even look at, let alone apply to.
They didn't let you look at it?
No.
Let you touch
I don't
it?
think that's true.
They're like, we don't let your
Avert your eyes. Poor moron.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is it?
Yeah, so we're thinking in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yep, St. Louis.
I believe the
And then
namesake is George Washington.
Yeah.
Right.
So is it just Washington University at St. Louis, or does it have a more full
Yeah, I think
name?
so. Yeah, Washington University, St. Louis, or at St. Louis. Yeah, because I know people confuse it all the time. They think it's in Washington.
It gets confused with University of Washington, Washington State, Washington and Lee, George Washington University. It is Washington University in St. Louis.
Very good.
And several decades later, the movie Animal House was written by Chris Miller and Harold Ramis, based partially on Miller's experiences at Dartmouth. And most of the pranks were based on Harold Ramis's time as a member of Zeta Beta Tau at Washington University. All right, question 24. You're a lunatic without your coffee, and you know it. My daughter did everything she possibly could to convince me that this game needed a question about the summer I turned pretty. I love her, but that wasn't going to happen.
Oh, I watched the whole thing. Too bad. All right, I
The
was gonna
number
answer
of times it has been referenced in the show recently, and I tell her that, she's like, yes. So we reached a compromise, and she wrote this question. If you find yourself in need of a cup of coffee when in Stars Hollow, Connecticut, this is where you need to go. No frills, but you might see Lorelei and Rory at one of the tables by the windows.
I'm also going to let you know that there are no cell phones allowed.
That's right. No
This
cell
is
phones.
this is like question for Neal, I think.
I've also seen all of it.
He's watched it, yeah.
And in fact, I drank out of a coffee mug from this establishment, quote unquote, this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You know
I
they're
have
making a real Central Perk. This is besides the point, but they're making a real Central Perk, and it's like a gentrified version of what it would look like today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No unions though.
No, not allowed.
Makes sense. But no, I've got a Luke's coffee,
Mhm.
or Luke's Diner, sorry, coffee mug at home. So
Is that Luke's?
Good save. My daughter was like, and if they say Luke's, say no. They have to say Luke's Diner.
we're good. We're good.
All right. Question 25, Endgame. As I said at the outset of today's game, the inspiration was Welcome to My Mind. While that is a frightening journey, obviously, it's also a line from a 1992 science fiction movie. In this movie, the once and future Hannibal Lecter says that phrase to the future Gordon Bombay and Thor's future mother. Name the movie.
Emilio.
So Emilio Estevez, Rene Russo, I think.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And then
Gary Oldman? Or no.
Are we thinking Hopkins or are we thinking
Hopkins, probably.
Look at that cast.
92 science fiction.
Welcome to My Mind.
Science fiction?
Hopkins.
What are we looking at?
Who else played? Well, Hannibal Lecter was also played by
Brian Cox.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we could put him in the mix too.
Yep. We got the Mighty Duck Man.
I don't
And
think
Minnesota
and
Miracle.
I don't
Mads
think it would
Mikkelsen.
be Mads.
Yeah. You got anything, Chase, while we're thinking of this out?
And the other person you mentioned was Commissioner Gordon, right?
No, Gordon Bombay, the future Gordon Bombay.
Got it. Okay, never mind.
Science fiction,
Triple Deke.
1992.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies, but
92.
I don't know.
What was the quote?
I don't know this cast.
What did he say?
Welcome to
my mind.
Welcome to my mind. It could be. You said Dennis Hop. Who? No, not Dennis.
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins, Emilio.
Why was I thinking Super Mario?
I'm just trying to think of movies Emilio was in that was science fiction.
With Rene Russo.
Yeah. And Repo Man was in the 80s.
Yeah, what else would he have been in?
Damn, man, that's tough.
I don't know.
I think we're stumped.
The name of the movie was Free Jack.
Oh, Free Jack. I used to rent that
which Hannibal was it?
In using the once and future, it was Anthony Hopkins because he had already played Hannibal once and would go on to play him again.
Okay.
I remember Free Jack. Used to rent that from Blockbuster.
Yeah, I'll say that's a go rent the VCR in the little plastic case and leave with it and the tapes era maneuver. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Free Jack was something you do at Hugh Hefner's mansion. But
that movie is most well known because of the sidekick that Anthony Hopkins had. Mick Jagger was his sidekick in the movie. That's what the movie is most often known for.
That's a crazy cast. Like crazy.
If you want to see a crazy Anthony Hopkins movie, watch Magic, where he's a ventriloquist.
I'm going to pass.
Yeah.
No thanks.
After that last 5, looks like we're going to end with 19.5 out of 25.
That's not bad.
No, but missed 5.5 questions, kind of.
You know, we need to start like tracking this because I have no
when
idea.
you have the bone doctor on your side,
That's
you
right.
tend to do well.
Yeah.
That's right. We can't thank you enough, Chase, for hanging out with us today and giving us all a little adjustment. Any shout outs or anything?
No, I just
not a chiropractor.
Well, he's tinkering. He's adjusting.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. No, it's not. I'll go shout out to my daughter for actually napping for the entire podcast. That is a unexpected boon.
Shout out to daughters everywhere.
Yeah,
great job.
Asking questions about Luke's Diner. I mean, that's great. Great stuff.
You had a good daughter.
Edward, what a great game. Awesome questions. Great flavor text and background. Any shout outs or anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Very briefly, obviously, shout out to my wife and daughter for their patience and their help. Very brief shout out to Matt for his help last year. I signed up for the Triviality Fantasy Football League a little late, and the only way we could draft, Matt was drafting for me. We were on Zoom, and I was telling him each pick, I think via Messenger and via Zoom, and he was doing the picks from there.
Yeah, I was telling them about that. I'm like, I know that. Oh, I know. I remember it because it was you wanted to co-manage the team with your daughter.
Exactly.
But I was already co-managing it with you because I was the commissioner and I had to be in the league, and it created this extremely strange situation where we had to draft like that. But it worked out.
Exactly.
Fun league, have fun at Triviality. It's in the crop.
Yeah.
I think we got 2 leagues running this year.
Oh, sweet.
Next year I'll be on the ball. Maybe we'll get 3 or 4 going.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thank you so much, Edward, for all those great questions, and Chase for being here. And obviously, we have to thank our network, Airwave Media.
That's right. You can learn a lot by listening to Airwave podcasts, such as Thinking in English, This Day in History, and Travel Tales.
Travel Tales. Is it about stories or tales?
Tales.
Okay.
Just tales.
Like Sonic's friend?
Yeah, just tales. Well, thank you to Airwave Media. Thank you to Chase and Edward for joining us today. Thank you to all of you. And for Matt, Jeff, Ken, and myself, that was Triviality.